Hi there, folks. We're here at a timber property outside Vernonia, Oregon. So let's take a walk around, see what we can find, why don't we? I'm out here today looking primarily for chanterelles and mushrooms. Chickens are going at something. But yeah, looking for chanterelles and lobster mushrooms. Let's see what we might have. I came out this way yesterday and found a couple of lobsters, so my hopes are pretty high. Alright. Pretty thick through here. No one else comes through here except the elk and deer, really. And of course the yotes. Ooh, there's something there. Not eaten, but there you go. I should look up what those actually are, because they are all over out here. Of course, I'm not one to go eating random unidentified mushrooms. Not really my way of doing things, but isn't it a gorgeous afternoon here? Or morning, actually, not noon yet. What do we got? Just creeping through, seeing what I see. Where was a trail I was on the other day? Found some lobster mushrooms that were in the process of being colonized. Because lobster mushrooms are not an actual species of mushroom. They are mushrooms that are infected by a parasitic fungus that coats them and gives them that red shell and interesting fishy flavor. We got a little something here. Oh, that's just a pretty little boogie. Alright. But yeah, lobster mushrooms are not a species of mushrooms. They infect other mushrooms and turn them into lobster mushrooms. And are good eating. They're not known to infect any types of mushrooms that are poisonous. So lobster mushrooms are safe to eat. Oh, what are we? Oh, I'm stepping on some. What's this little red something here? That, I don't know. That's not a lobster. It's something else. I find a lot of lobsters will be sort of kind of buried, half buried. Just look for little glimpses of red, because they will be right under there. Oh, what do we got here? Some little bolettes. Oh, there we go. Those are pretty little guys. Hand for scale. You can tell they're bolettes by the sponge-like gills. And bolettes are typically safe to eat. Some varieties will have orange or red gills, and those are not deadly poisonous, but they will give you gastrointestinal issues, supposedly. That's what I have read anyway, so avoid those. Some bolettes are better eaten than others. And of course, as always, never eat a mushroom that you are not 100% certain the identity of. What do we got here? Just going down a little side trail here. Just poking through nice and slow. Oh, there's some little gray fella. Some others around the base of this tree. Looking for signs of mushrooms. Again, looking mostly for lobsters and chanterelles. Usually don't find chanterelles down here. They're higher up the hill, which I might go scooting up here soon, but you know, just a lovely little walk in the woods. What do we got? And again, looking for, well, looking for spot red and yellow primarily, because of course that will be the colors of lobsters and chanterelles. And as you see, we're not far from the road here. We're just there's some little fellas. Going on down the trail, seeing what we might find. And this is getting into that mess, so I think I'm going to try and pick my way uphill a little. A good walking stick is essential mushroom hunting gear in this environment. Oh, there's some little pretties hiding under there. I really do love these woods this time of year. Today is October 15th. It's a beautiful fall day. We had a little rain this morning, but then it dried up and the sun came out. Really one of the nicest times of year up here. Ooh, and poking up and scrounging through. Maybe I can find another little deer trail or something. The elk are out here. Of course, they're long gone before I can catch a sight of them in these hills, but they migrate throughout this way, and I will see them out in the field in the morning. I think they bed down in those fields out there across the roads. That way goes down to the river. Oh, where am I going? I always like to take a peek around these old stumps. A lot of time get a lot of interesting fungi there. Like I said, this is an old timber property. This was logged many years ago and is now regrowth. We will come across, as we go uphill, some of the old growth stumps, and you can really see. Because those dog firs are no small trees, more little pretties. Oh, Lord. It's this climb. Alright, oh, there we go. There's a nice little game trail. Let's see where this goes. Oh, look at these little bit of yellow things. There's some pretty little mushrooms. Wild go under it here. Oop, let's try not to impale ourselves on that branch. Alright, and under. There we go. Whoa. Alright, try not to step on any mushrooms. Let's try and, I should have cut uphill back there, I think. Although, ooh, that looks like it'll be a good line uphill. Let's keep pushing on through. Keep my eyes on the ground, although I need to remember to look up when come across these hardwoods. Might spot some lion's mane up there. Although I wouldn't be able to climb to get it. I am not very good with heights. But, alas, I do have a buddy, my best friend, is a very proficient climber, does rock climbing and stuff, so if I do spot any big, nice looking lion's mane clusters, I'll give him a call, and he would be happy to go scramble up after it. Oh, there's a nice big bullet. Something's been nibbling on it. Don't blame him, those are good eating. Although I'm not out collecting them right now, unless I find a nice big king bullet. Alright, where do I want to go? Oh, there's a couple more bullets up there. Yeah. Ooh. That one's really been grubbed on. But here, let me give you a better look. The real identifying feature of bullets, although I don't want to tear up the mycelium, turning that over. But yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll find a better example somewhere, I'm sure. Anyhow, this trail is better now. Yeah. Keep on keeping on. And up and at 'em. Let's go. I keep stopping looking, trying to figure out a good way uphill. This looks like it might do me. Alright. Da da da. Oopsie daisy. It's good enough for deer. It's good enough for me. There we go. Now we know it's a deer. Oh, there's some little mushrooms, little hiding brownies. And ooh, this guy. There we go. Don't need you. And when I'm out here, I always try and be respectful of the environment. I don't need to be macheting a path through here. I can find a way. Oof. Deer are more athletic than I am. Ah. Now, fortunately out here, there have been a few bear spottings, but not many, very rare. And coyotes are coyotes. I'm not too worried about them, although they're plenty in the neighborhood. But, you know that just 2 miles down the, or no, I'm sorry, half a mile down the road from where I am right now, well, it was a former world record holder for the largest cougar ever killed in North America. Held the record until like the 80s, I think. Some larger cougar was shot elsewhere. But yeah, so yeah, and cougar sightings are not uncommon out here. Good thing I got my wampum stick. But that is something to keep in mind. Although this time of year it is not much, they're not particularly aggressive or hungry. There is plenty for them to eat generally. But, yeah. Come winter, early spring, I will consider. I do sometimes carry a gun out here just because, you know, that's when they can be a little ornery. What do we got here? Right through. Nice little hidey hole. Hold on. Trying not to fall. Going, rolling down that hill does not seem like a fun time. Alright, let's see if I can go through that way. Or straight up here. I'm gonna go through this way. Ooh, what do we got here? That's another bullet. Oh, not being a good cameraman here. There we go. There, I am gonna snap one of these guys. Gives you a better look at a bullet. They're plentiful. There we go. This is a bullet, and you can tell it's bullet the sponge-like gills. You see? And yeah, that's a bullet. When you break it there, you can see it's like these little. Trying to come in focus. There we go. Little things there. But yeah, like I said, the yellow or greenish gills typically safe to eat. If they've got orange or red gills, no, you don't want to. All right, onwards and upwards to glory, my friends. Still have not found what I'm looking for. Although, you know, wouldn't be my first time getting skunked. I'm not a great spotter. But, yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's a. Well, it's kind of dry through here. Not the sort of dirt I usually find these guys in, but it's a path up the hill. So we'll take it. Oh, there's some more bullets. These are a different variety. Those. I don't know. I think those are bullets. Not under to be certain, but anyhow. Up and doodle. And up the hill we go. I don't know, you can see. We are pretty high up now. Oh, there's a little mushroom. Look at that. Oh, he's a chubby boy. Look at that chubby stuff. Oh, that's a healthy one. I think they're cute. So sue me. And it goes on. Oh, there's some more bullets. Look at that healthy cluster. That's a pretty good sized cluster there. And onwards. Oh, lots healthy boys growing around these roots. Oh, there's a big cluster there. A truck going by. See more poking out the other side of the tree. And onwards we go. Yeah. And up. Just another obstacle to duck under. I should do yoga. Alright. Well, I'd hoped to get up some of the old growth stumps. Oh, I see one down that way. That's alright. I'm gonna go up and cut back over to the west. Towards the area I started. And upsy doodle. And we come to a decision. Oh, there's going to be some pushing through shit that way. Or going up and over this way. And I think I'm going to push through. Because I do want to get going back that way. That's where I need to be. Alright. Up-a-doody. Just a little scramble through. Getting caught up on branches. A lot of traffic on this road today. Usually it's a little quieter up here. Alright. We're through to push. Look at this. I've found. Oh, here's a big old growth stump. Now around these guys is where I most often find chanterelles. Not found any here yet this year. So I don't know if they are out yet this time of year. But also, I am by no means the world's greatest mushroom hunter. What do we got here, though? Yeah. You can see how big this tree used to be. Here, I got Dale here with me. There we go. Must be, well, it swells at the very base. I'd say across this, the trunk itself was probably about 5 feet across when it was alive. No small tree. Do not see any shanties pushing up. So I look around the basement, lots of little fairy boogers there, but that's alright. Oh, what is that interesting looking stump up ahead? I think it's a stump. I don't know. It's just odd. Oh, it's a root ball, I think. Let's just cut around. Da-da-da. Yeah, it's a fallen log. And again, good place to look for mushrooms and keep them down through these, because these little guys here can certainly hold a nice little stash of chanterelles when they want to. Through here, I think I have to go a little more this way. Alright, now I'm just poking through the woods. Trying to make my way back to where I need to be. Oh, there's another old growth stump. Another big one. Imagine those dug firs are not small trees. In fact, my house could have been built from these very trees The lumber in the frame is stamped Vernonia Lumber Company, something like that. I forget the exact stamp, but yeah, it's local. And who knows, that tree might be holding up my roof. It is an old house. And we got a nice little spot here. Let's see if we can get a little downhill of this big boy. That's a big boy. Good 6 foot across trunk there. It was a monster. I mean, these younger Dougs here are no slouches. Those are big ass trees, but look at Granddaddy. Alright. Yeah, so I like the look of this. There you go. Yeah, we're poking around a little, but I don't see any hint of chanterelles. I'm sure maybe one of you watching this, if anyone watches it, might spot something I didn't. And, well, if you're like in the comments, oh, I saw a whole load of chanterelles hiding under a log at 25:15. Good for you. Don't know if I will go back though. It can be tricky to find the same spot twice. I can generally find my way around these woods and from one place to another, but any particular spot within the woods, unless they got some good landmarks, can be tricky. These woods are tricky. Oh, and almost slipped there. But we're gonna get a little more downhill because I gotta get back. But yeah, welcome to the woods again. This is just outside Vernonia, Oregon, and an old timber property. Look at those old growth biggies. And yeah, these are the new growth. And well, this perspective on a phone, depth perception can be a little deceptive. These are some big trees. But yeah, boy howdy. These things got big before we came around and cut them all down. Yeah, wasn't that a grand idea? And yeah, boy, where am I? There I am. Yeah. These more recently dead trees. Oh, look at this little spider. Hey girl, what you doing? Oh, there's a bullet. Yeah, I encounter fewer mushrooms generally the higher up I go. But higher up is where, in the past anyway, I've found chanterelles. And here's an elk poop. Right there. It's not very fresh. It's a few days old, but they're around for sure. One time went out to, it was fall, a little later in fall, I think it was November, but yeah, I went out to take the trash out one night, and it was a new moon night, completely dark, but whatever, didn't have the garage light or any outside lights on really, except the porch light, but I went to carry the trash out, and couldn't really see much, but I knew where I was going, so I went and found the trash can, dumped the trash in, and when I dropped the lid, I slammed shut, suddenly, something huge right next to me jumped and made a noise and brushed right past me, and it was an elk, and I'm very glad it didn't stomp me. I must have been 6 feet away from the thing, and we didn't see each other. that, you know. So you can sneak up on them. I guess the lesson there, that big old root ball does not look like something I want to try and pass, so we'll go this way. My neighbor's been doing something just down the road here. Working on something. There's been big machines down there. Don't know what he's building. But, you know what? I think he's in his 90s. I think he's like 96 now. You know what? When you're 96, you can make a little noise and build what you want. Ah! On tractor. Oh, what do we got? Oh, down we go. Alright, trying to get downhill. Oh, we are past the 30-minute mark. And no, there will be no editing on this video. I figure if I want to take a walk with you, then it'll be a walk. We'll just take a walk. Right? And, ooh, here's some pretties. And not what I'm looking for, but they are pretty. And again, as I go downhill, I run into more. I seem to notice more and more, I guess. Well, spores roll downhill. I imagine that's part of it. It's less likely to propagate uphill than downhill. And, soil seems moister as we go downhill too, which makes sense because the uphill water runs over the downhill hill. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Deer poo. I think this is the same deer poo as before. Or I might have found my way back to the trail we were on. I think slightly, yes. I think we were here. But in any case, down we go. Into the beach. Ooh. Oh, here's a big old bullet that got kicked over by something. Actually, no, I don't think this is a trail we're on. I think I was a little lower when I came back this way. Oh, look at that. Something was nibbling on it. Probably a deer or something. And you can really see the spongy gills there. Mushrooms are neat. Alright. Here we go. On through and about and over and under. Let's get talking to this guy. Ah! And up a doodle. Ah. But, yeah, thanks for taking a walk with me, folks. It's always a highlight of my day to go on a nice walk, whatever I'm walking for. Just going somewhere, or looking for mushrooms, or walking the dogs, which normally I'd be walking my dogs on a hunt like this, but this terrain is just too rough for little guys. They're corgis. They got little legs. They just can't quite do these hillsides with all the fallen timber and stuff as well as I can. So, but hey, I'll take y'all on a walk with them next time we go walk in the fields and down to the creek. Anyhow, I am making my way back out, down and out. back to the road. Although I'm still looking, because again, just right through here, right over in there, actually, I think is where I found two nice lobsters yesterday, and then 2 days ago I found a lobster just over in that area. This area I know better because it's literally right across from my house there. I can just come up here and take a quick look around anytime I want. But I don't see anything. But we're always on the lookout. But I don't want to send you home being skunked. Although we weren't skunked, were we? No, we weren't skunked because, well, we found lots of pretty interesting mushrooms and we had a nice walk. Got some fresh air and just out here having a nice afternoon. So from one wood booger to another, well, just be, I guess. Well, take care. Be well.